Welcome to this week's weekly card reading. I am Allison. I am an intuitive, a spiritual mentor, really here to help others connect back to their intuitive gifts and to empower themselves with something that we all have and can tap into. So, I have two messages for today, and today is Monday, October 20th. Yes, it is. So you just have to feel in to see if message one or two is meant for you this week. Maybe both are. Maybe have a question. Maybe not. Whatever. It's it's your reading. So I tapped into the messages prior, and then I pulled some cards to kind of broaden the message. And okay, I'll show you the cards. I always feel like sometimes we just need to see the cards and maybe feel inspired. So that's message one, and then this is message two. All right, so let's start with message one. So when I first pulled forward this message, I was instantly shown like what looked like a tablet or something, and there was a crack in it, so like splitting apart, and I started to feel like this was like an end of a contract. Spirit talks in like metaphorical type of ways, so don't take everything so literally. Like it may not be like an actual contract, but it could be a soul contract, or it could be, what, like basically what it makes me feel like, a death and rebirth. So something ending, and to then present for something to come in, something new to start. So when I pulled the cards, the first one was the Great Mother, surrender to the mystery, fall into her arms. So it instantly made me feel like, the what is it? Dark Night of the Soul. So it instantly made me feel like, okay, so the initial like break, the initial ending of this contract, whether this contract is like, your job, like your career, your work, where you work. Maybe it's a friendship, maybe it's a relationship. There's so many things that can come to an ending, or we shift gears. And so it feels like, this part of that, it does feel darker and scary, and harder to kind of move through. And I guess that's where, like, it feels like with this card, it's like, trusting that you're being led here for a reason. And so when it says like surrender to the mystery, fall into her arms, like, let the universe guide you, like fall into that and surrender, and just trust that whoever's guiding you on the other side, sees the whole picture and is bringing you there for a reason. So it may feel scary, or may hurt, or you may feel unsettled right now, but it's if you're able to kind of like fall into that and trust that, I feel like you'll be pleasantly surprised. Like I feel like then it will be like you'll get to a point where you look back and go, oh, okay, oh my God, I totally needed to go through that to get to here, because this is even better. And so the second card that I pulled, the tall poppy. And so that instantly made me feel like a rebirth. It made me feel like, like in this womb space, and, something new happening, something blooming, a rebirth. And so it feels like, whatever might be ending in your life at this moment, to be rest assured that something beautiful is coming. And so maybe that can help you to surrender into this part more, and kind of release that control with that faith and that trust that something even better is going to come from all of that. So I hope that was helpful. I know those are never fun. It is never fun, especially when we don't have all the answers of what that next part is going to be. And as human beings, we are very, very, very good at recognizing the negative, or the what ifs, the bad things of things, instead of like, being in this optimism, constantly being like, well, this is how it's going to be, and I'm just excited to see the next thing. So, but that's what we're trying to move to. We're trying to move to that one, more optimistic. Message number 2. So I instantly received an image of like all of these like bubbles. Yeah, so it was like I could see like all of these kind of like bubbles floating, big, small, and they had like, different things written in it. And I could feel this energy of like all of these ideas, and I just felt like I wanted to like tell the person to like reach up and grab one. Like they're all just gonna be floating away, unless you actually reach up and like grab one. And it was funny because when I pulled a card, the card is all the blessings everywhere, gifts from the universe, synchronicity. But the image made me laugh because that was exactly kind of like what I was seeing, was all these different shapes, and somebody mind, and having all these different opportunities or ideas, but kind of staying stagnant and not reaching for them or allowing these opportunities to pass them by, whether it's like overthinking and just can't, indecisiveness, like I felt indecisiveness for sure. So it felt like it was like, okay, you got to make up your mind or it's good. Those opportunities are going to be gone. And sometimes it's like making up your mind and taking a leap of faith and just being like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna pick this one, and the other card that I pulled was broken open. And so it really kind of feels like once you make that decision, once you grasp that idea, whatever, take that chance, take that gift that you're being presented with, like once you do it, like it may not make sense right now, but once you do it, it feels like everything will make sense after that. So it feels like you will crack open. It will all make sense once you kind of take that step and pull that idea and bring it into reality, or pull that opportunity and bring it into reality. You may not be able to understand right now, like, this doesn't make sense, or like, what if this, and what if that, and what if this, and it's like, what if, it doesn't matter what if, just grab it, just do it. And it's going to transform in ways that you can't even imagine. So it's like, in a way, they're kind of telling me like, you can sit there and imagine all of the ways it will transpire or unfold. But they're saying like, none of the things that you are thinking will come to reality. Like it's something that's going to be like completely out of, like something that, like something bigger, like it's going to be more than you can imagine. So I hope those messages are helpful, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye.